Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Blue Badge Crypto, bringing you another Bitcoin and market update. Before we get going, if you're not already on the Twitter, get over there, open your phone, hit the app at Blue Badge Crypto. That's where you're going to get the most time-sensitive alerts on trends, trading, and analysis in the market. Okay, guys? Go check it out. So let's dive in. We're on the Bitcoin 1 hour chart. We're zoomed in here. If you've been following any of the updates or any of the YouTube videos, you know what we're looking at right here on the zoomed in, very precise price action. So we've come up and we've been trying to push, breaking previous wick highs here, right? Trying to push up into our lower channel line that's now resistance and potentially come up to our red line as a big test of resistance here. And if we flash back, you know, we've come up once here on the 26th, a second time here on the 29th, failed both times, and now trying to push again. And this is the first time we've actually had some accumulation above our support level here at 38152 at our yellow line. And that could be good of you know, building of that accumulation to finally give us that volume push that we need. So we'll see what happens here. But on our first try, we just wicked up and failed, created this lower time frame pattern that helped lead us up back to the yellow line, got above our support and resistance level here, above our lower time frame trend line, came up, wicked up, hit our trend line here and kind of failed, fizzled out, lost our support and resistance level, briefly lost our lower time frame trend line. And when that happened, I gave the update. I said, hey, we need to get above that trend line again here real soon, or else it could get nasty. And then we need to push back to that yellow line. And that's exactly what we did. We were able to reclaim that level, push through our support and resistance level here. And then we broke through our yellow line here at 38152. And now, like I said, we have that accumulation here where we're just, you know, accumulating right here, potentially trying to get that volume push up to break the resistance. And I wanted to show y'all something that's also adding to this resistance here, and that's the EMAs. And it's a pretty good illustration of how these work and how these work together in different time frames, right? So this is an 8-hour chart, okay? And you can see here in the recent price action of how these EMAs were denying us, okay? So on this 8-hour chart, we came up, met that 50-day EMA. We have a 20 in yellow, the 50, the 100, and the 200-day EMA. Do y'all see that? So we came up, met that 50-day EMA, and we got denied. Came up once more, met that 50-day EMA, and we got denied. Now we're testing that level here again right now, so we can break this level. That'll look good. Let's go down to a 4-hour chart. So similar situation here, right? All in confluence with each other, okay? So on the 4-hour chart, we came up, met the 100-day EMA, got denied. Came up, met the 100-day EMA, had a swift denial here. Now we've worked our way up back to that 100-day EMA on the 4-hour chart, and now we're trying to break above it. This is the most price action we've had, kind of interacting with this line, right? And finally having a candle push up higher than it and trying to break above. So we'll see what happens there. Let's back it out to a 12-hour chart. So similar situation here. We came up, met that 20-day EMA, tried to push higher than it, kind of got stuck in between and then failed. Similar situation here. It pushed up from that 20-day EMA and failed. And now we're pushing up right kind of in that middle part right here, just like here and here, pushed up. And now we're trying to come up and test that 50-day EMA here on that 12-hour chart. Do y'all see that? And that's right about 39.9 or so, okay? And that's in confluence with some resistance, right, that we have going on over here. Does that make sense? Let's go up to the 1-day chart, okay? Same situation here, right? Came up, tried to get to that 20-day EMA on the daily chart, got denied. Came up, touched just gave us a light touch of the 20-day EMA and got denied. And now we're coming up and doing the same thing here. And that's, again, right at 39.4, okay? That 20-day EMA on the daily charts right at about 39.4. We go back and look at our support and resistance levels, boom, right there. This lower channel line is right at 39.4, okay? Do y'all see that? So that's a good illustration of how these EMAs not only work with each other, but they go in confluence with other support and resistance levels that you would have on your chart, okay? Let's step back and look at this macro price action, okay? I want to show you all this as well, okay? So we have our macro price action here, right? Where we had a high, a macro low, a macro high, and now we've started to make another macro low here. And what I want to show y'all is how we're creating divergences, okay? So we have our macro low back here in summer of 21, and now our new macro low, okay? And you can see on this macro low, the lowest point on the RSI was that, initial dip down where we made a low here, okay? And then we, made some more lows here, and I'm gonna get into that. But I want to show this macro price action compared to over here, which is now creating a hidden bullish divergence, okay? A hidden bullish divergence. And that's where we made a low, made a higher low here, right? We made a higher low than right here, right? We came down and made a low here at approximately $30,000. We came down here and made a low at approximately $33-ish thousand. But you can see on the RSI, we made a lower low. Okay, do y'all see that? A lower low on the RSI, but a higher low in price action. Okay, and that's a macro hidden bullish divergence. Okay, but what we also want to see here is something like this, right? Or we don't necessarily have to see it, but something we could see here is similar price action into here, right? Where we come down and made that initial low, and then we work ourselves back up where we've gone from here, we went up to approximately 41.5. So we went up $11,000+ from our low here. And now we came back and we made more lows here and then another low here. But you can see in the RSI, we are still continuously making those higher lows, okay? So that's something we could potentially see here. Not will see, but something we could see and to keep an eye out for, where we could still come up from our low here and work our way up, that, $10,000, $15,000, and we still can't rule out the fact that we could come back down here and create the same lows, if not slightly lower lows here, but still be creating those higher lows in the RSI, guys. Y'all see that? So that would be a macro hidden bullish divergence with another bullish divergence on a zoomed in look here. If we were to bring this on like a 12-hour chart here, that's where you would start seeing that bullish divergence here on our local macro low. Does that make sense to y'all? Okay, so we have the macro low between two lows here. And then if we were to zoom in on our price action where we're at now, similar to back here, we would still have those higher lows on the RSI while we're still creating the same, if not lower lows. Okay, guys? So that's something we could see there on the macro view. But as far as Bitcoin, let's go back to this chart. This is the basic Bitcoin chart I want to show y'all. And I actually gave an update on this yesterday. This is just a basic triangle here at the bottom. This isn't in-depth, zoomed in, precise price action on that hourly chart. Just a basic 4-hour triangle on price action here. And we are trying to break out of this now, right? So we've come up, met resistance, once, twice, 3 times, support, had a deviation down here with that, that pump down, or that scam wick down to 33. And now we've, support. Now potentially breaking out of resistance for a second 4-hour candle. Okay, the first time we came up and got denied and came back in. Now we're trying to push it up again. Just a different way to look at price action on a more basic view without having our in-depth, precision here of almost down to, dollars down here, okay, of what price action is doing. So you can see right here, again, here's that wick of that triangle, right, that we came up and pushed once. And now we're trying to break out of that potential triangle again. Do y'all see how that matches up here, okay? Where we have that triangle right here. And now that it would be, similar to right here, okay? And now coming up and meeting resistance at all those EMAs I showed y'all at our channel line. So we've broken out of this nice confluence of resistance here, now trying to utilize it as support. But now, we're just kind of back in the same boat where we have all that, more resistance. Like I said, it's going to be a tough battle to get back up here, guys. But we're working on it. We're trying it. So if you haven't gone on the Twitter, I have some trade setups over there. Go check them out. If you found the video helpful, guys, please like it. Please subscribe. If you have any questions, throw them down in the comments. I'll do my best to answer. But we are accumulating above a support level, looking to gain volume, have that push up to continue breaking resistance, guys. Okay? Thanks for watching. Like I said, please like the video if you found it helpful. Thanks.